Not all numbers are born for the balance sheet. Some are born to bring a smile. Some usher the future. Some make you stand tall. Some numbers light a fire and fulfill wishes. Some spoil you silly. Some echo joyful shrieks. Some numbers have smiles written all over them. Some make the planet happy. Some make the planet healthy. Some numbers rise against all odds. Some are made for dreams. Not all numbers are born for the balance sheet. As we spread our wings globally, we at Mahindra believe that the numbers we are most proud of are the number of lives we have touched. Mahindra, together we rise.
India's economic architects, together on one powerful stage. From Nitin Gadkari to Arvind Panagaria and Montek Singh Ahluwalia. Visionaries who are shaping India's future. All debating the Viksit Bharat roadmap, where legacy meets leadership. Here, the real policy playbook. Finance, roads, reforms. Disinvestment, nothing is off the table. The inside views, uncensored. Only at Adani Business Today, India at 100, 8th August 2025, Shangri-La Eros, New Delhi.
Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is Market Today, a show where we'll help you understand the closing action on the D Street. Well, we have come off the day's low point for sure, and we are seeing just a mild 15 point of a cut on the Nifty right now, 24,558. And you can actually see it's been the last 1.5 hours, 2 hours that have really led for the markets to recover from the lowest point. And, huge points, of recovery that's coming in from various sectors and stocks. Look at the IT index that showed us some sort of a green tick in the morning trade, but now is hovering about 0.7% higher. Media stocks are also up by about 0.8%. Pharma is higher by about 0.5%. You can also look at the mid and the small cap sectors that are both mildly up in trade. Autos, PSU banks, consumer durables are the other pockets that are seeing some uptick at this point in time. Look at India VIX, that's dropped by over 2% at 11.7. That's where some of the recovery is really taking in shape from. What is the key area in terms of the stocks on the Nifty that is buzzing in this week's setup? You can see Hero Moto that's driving the fastest lane, 4% higher in trade today at 4,652 levels. Tech Mahindra, Wipro, IT names that are driving in from the front. You can also see Coal India, Eternal also jumping up in trade now. Whereas what's down? Tata Group stocks, Trent and Tata Motors are both declining. Adani Group stocks like Adani Ports and Enterprises are down. Grasim, Bajaj Finserv are some of the other top laggards in trade right now. On the F&O space, it's Blue Star that's jumped by about 5%. Torrent Power is another one. Lupin is also moving up higher. And in the hospital stocks, it's actually the Fortis Healthcare as a stock, which is also moving in trade as well. Now, let's quickly look at what's happening on the PSU space. Coal India, HAL, HPCL, Power Grid, these are the stocks that are buzzing. In the broadest index, we do have some stocks that are actually doing very well in trade today. Look at names like Shakti Pumps, for instance, almost 11% higher in trade. Look at names like even Rain Industries that's higher. ITI from the PSU pack is also doing well. Look at Bazaar Style Retail, one of those recently listed retail players. Zaggle Prepaid Ocean, that's another one that's been buzzing in trade of late. So those are some of the names that are actually doing very well. Let me quickly welcome our guest on board, Mr. Nilesh Jain, the head and vice president of technicals and derivatives research at Centrum Broking, is now joining in. Nilesh, welcome to you. Good to have you with us. Well, as we inch closer to the expiry, we are seeing a marked improvement from the day's lowest point, almost coming into the green now, just about 5 points down. What exactly is turning the sentiments for the D Street, and what will happen now?
Very good afternoon, Sakshi. Absolutely. What a sharp rebound that we have seen in last couple of minutes. I would say the Nifty not only crossed 24,500 mark, but also it reclaimed its 100-day moving average as well. So today's candle is basically indicating a kind of a bullish reversal pattern. It resembles a hammer kind of candlestick pattern, which basically indicates a bullish reversal confirmation. So quite possible that tomorrow we might see a follow-up move on the upside, and Nifty has turned positive now, and on the upside we are expecting an immediate up move towards 24,650 to 24,700. So these are the levels that we can expect on the upside. A huge amount of short covering we are seeing today on the back of a weekly FN expiry. So that's quite surprising that the call writers have to run for the cover, and the short covering is taking Nifty beyond 24,600 now, it looks like. And on immediate basis, we are expecting a move towards 24,700 as well. Coming to Bank Nifty, similar kind of a short covering we have seen in the Bank Nifty as well. It managed to cross 55,300, that was acting as immediate resistance. And good part is that it has defended its 55,000 psychological level. So that's quite positive for the Bank Nifty as well. Now, coming to volatility index, which is very much in the comfort zone for the bulls at 11.75, so nothing to worry on that front. A lot of sectors have beaten down a lot. We have seen a lot of short build-up in the financial space, IT space, FMC, in fact, pharma. So these are the sectors which are trading in extremely oversold territory. Even if you see the FI's long-short ratio, which has gone into extremely oversold territory of 9% long versus 91% short. So that is basically indicates that a lot of short covering is very much due, and we can expect a strong pullback on the upside towards 24,700.
Okay, fair point. Let's look at some stocks then, Nilesh. Anything that comes on top of your radar? Now we are in the green, 20 points higher in trade, 24,594 right now, and closing in on 24,600. Any key stocks that you'd like to bet on the improvement that's coming in?
Right, Sakshi. So first of all, the exchange-related stocks on ahead of the numbers of BSE. CDSL is looking strong. We have already seen a 20% circuit in NSDL today. So CDSL technically it has given a good reversal after a fall of 2 consecutive sessions. Just to give you a disclaimer, we have also recommended to our client as well. We are expecting an up move towards 1630, 1650 on the upside. So purely from a pullback perspective, looks strong on the chart. CDSL is a buy, keeping a stop loss below 1511. Buy and decline should be the strategy. And apart from that, if you see majority of the IT stocks where we have seen a lot of short build-up, now we are expecting a kind of a dead cat bounce, you can say. So this pullback may extend further. So Tech Mahindra is something that is looking positive on the chart. We are expecting a follow-up move towards 1500 to 1520 on the upside. So it's a buy with a stop loss below today's low, somewhere around 1455. That should be the stop loss. 1500 to 1520 is something that we are expecting on the upside.
Fair point. Okay, we'll keep that noted there. Let me just quickly look at some of the other pockets that are buzzing. From the IT pack, you named a few names that are buzzing in trade. That's the one where the action is. Now, even pharma is picking up some pace. Anything within the pharma pack that you'd like to highlight for our viewers? Where can the momentum continue from this point?
See, Sakshi, pharma is another space where we have seen a lot of pessimism, or I would say a negative setup in past few trading sessions. Today, we have seen a strong rebound in the stocks like Lupin, specifically this particular stock. A good volume attraction can be seen. So, a perfect candidate for a pullback move towards 1980 to 2000 on the upside. Risk and reward is certainly not favorable at present level, but any dip towards 1920 can be used as a buying opportunity, keeping a stop loss below 1900. So Lupin looks positive for a follow-up move to continue on the upside. Apart from that, I think majority of the pharma space are still in a downtrend, and any pullback in the stocks like Biocon, Sun Pharma, that might get sold into. So structure-wise, not looking that promising, but the only stock that is bucking the trend, that's Lupin.
Okay, let me also pull up a few more. Viewers, just keep noting that the market breadth is improving. Realty, oil and gas, infra, these are the only sectors that are now down into the red. Rest of them have all pulled up into the green. Even the banks are now higher. Broader markets are also picking up in pace. IT, pharma, autos, those are the leading pockets. Consumer durables are also doing well. From the auto pack particularly, are you looking at something that is looking interesting to you? Hero has been consistently moving for the last couple of sessions. We've also seen Bajaj Auto earnings, and we're also keeping a keen eye out on the entire space as we keep one eye out on the tariff front.
Right, Sakshi. So within auto space, particularly two-wheeler space, we are very much bullish on. You have rightly pointed out TVS Motor, Hero Moto. These are the couple of stocks that are looking positive. We are very much bullish on these two stocks specifically. TVS Motor hit a new record high today. Looks strong for 3040 to 3060 levels on the upside. So it's a buy with a stop loss below 2970. 3040, 3060, or quite possible that it may test the levels of 3100 as well. Hero Moto is another stock. In fact, it is still one of the underperformer within the auto space. Looks like it is forming and giving a breakout from an inverse HNS pattern. So looks positive for positional target of 4800 to 5000, and 4450 should be the stop loss.
Okay, fair point. Markets now inching even further up. We are closing in on 24,600 mark right now, and we are at the day's highest point at this point in time. Nilesh, would you say that the markets are done and dusted with discounting the big tariff threat that has come in thus far, and it's willing to move forward from here? And what also happened in the morning was a mature reaction. It was not a knee-jerk, sharp downside kind of a reaction. And what's happening now also gives us more confidence that the markets believe that things may improve for the better in the upcoming days.
See, Sakshi, there's no doubt about it that the tariff war kind of situation, what we are witnessing, a continuation back-to-back tariff from the US President Trump. So the markets have discounted that particular event, and I don't think there will be another round of selling pressure on the back of that news. But it is too early to call it as a bottom for the market, because we are still in a downtrend. Nifty is constantly forming a lower top and low bottom. We have already seen a lower bottom today. Quite possible that we may see a pullback towards 24,800, 24,900. But to call it as a short-term bottom, it is important that Nifty should take out 24,800 level decisively on the upside to negate the bearish trend as well. But as of now, yes, purely from a risk and reward perspective, since the markets are extremely trading in the oversold territory, we can play on the long side on the back of a pullback and also a short covering. So Nifty, we are expecting to move towards 24,700, 24,800. Post breakout about 2400, we'll take a fresh view. Maybe we may see further up move towards 25,000 as well. But as of now, it's too early to comment whether we have bottomed out. But yes, sentiment-wise, we are looking on a positive side for another 200 to 300 point in the Nifty index.
Okay, Nish, why don't you help us understand if one has to pick out some sectors or some stocks which are Trump tariff proof, even if there have to be some headlines that keep cropping up over the next few days and weeks, what should one focus on really to protect one from all of these volatile moves that we see because of those headlines that come in from US?
Right. So first of all, the focus should be on the financial space as a whole. Within financial, specifically PSU banks, that is looking positive, and I don't think there will be any impact from the Trump tariff will have on banking space. So PSU bank is something that is looking positive, and Nifty PSU bank, we are expecting a move towards 7,000 to 7,200. Within this space, stock like State Bank of India continues to remain our preferred bet. Looks positive ahead of the numbers. It is important to see where is the support. The support is placed at somewhere around 780. So 780 should be the strict stop loss, and positionally we are expecting a move towards 820 to 840. Apart from that, counters like Canara Bank, BOB, Indian Bank are the other PSU banks that are looking positive. Another space, that's the private sector banking space. HDFC Bank continues to remain our preferred bet. Index heavyweight as well looks strong on the chart, so we are expecting a follow-up move to continue. Apart from that, within NBFC space, watch out for this particular space as well. We are expecting a strong pullback move in the stocks like Chola Finance towards the levels of 1520, 1550 with a stop loss below 1445. Chola Finance is looking strong on the chart for a pullback.
Okay, fair point. Let me just go across to finding out some of the other momentum-based stocks. IT, in fact, is just taking it away. It's now the top mover. Within the IT pack, you can clearly see names like Coforge, Persistent, Rallying in Trade, Emphasis, Rallying in Trade, Tech Mahindra, we already discussed, Wipro, HCL Tech, Oracle. These are all the names that are actually rallying in trade on the IT pack thus far. So that's where the momentum is truly cropping in. You can also see pharma, that's up by 0.8%. Consumer durables led by even Blue Star is also moving higher. Some of the names within the mid-cap basket are also looking good at this point in time. Let's discuss first IT again. Nilesh, there was too much of underperformance that was being seen right from the time IT sector came out with the earnings. Now we are in the last week of the earnings being announced, and in these last 3 weeks or so, IT sector has been clearly an underperformer. And do you think this was getting into an oversold situation? Is this being seen as a buying on dip kind of an opportunity for the IT names? Would you look at it positively?
Absolutely, Sakshi, you have rightly pointed out. Looks like the Nifty IT space have gone into extremely oversold territory. We have seen a recent fall all the way from the levels of 39,500 to 34,200. So this particular fall has, in fact, witnessed in a very short-term time frame. Due to that, the Nifty IT index RSI has gone to the levels of 20. Currently, it is at 30. So this basically indicates a lot of short build-up we have seen recently. It is trading in oversold territory, so we are expecting a strong pullback. So purely from a risk and reward perspective, and to play a pullback, I think IT will be a better option. And if you see within IT space, large cap stocks like TCS, SCL Tech, Infosys, all these stocks are also trading at the oversold level. So given the fact that the IT heavyweights are trading in the oversold territory, we are expecting a strong pullback. From a risk and reward perspective, one can go long in the IT large cap as well as mid cap stocks, and we can expect 4 to 5% kind of a pullback in the IT space.
Okay, fair point. Let's quickly look at some of the other stocks that are buzzing. Eternal is coming onto the radar among the top movers on the Nifty, 302 right now. Do you think another fresh wave of momentum can carry this stock further ahead?
See, Eternal, it has a very big gap in the range of 280, 290. Today, it did make an attempt, but it has got a very strong support at its 21 DMA that is placed at 290. So we are expecting a follow-up move towards 310, 320 on the upside with a stop loss below 290. One can play this pullback. So looks slightly on a positive side.
Okay, fair point. Let me just pull up even the consumer durable space. Talk to us about names like Blue Star and other stocks that are buzzing. What would you do with them in the consumer durable space? Anything that you'd like to bet big on?
I'm not that bullish in this particular space, but if I have to pick any one particular stock within this space, Blue Star is looking, in fact, quite better place. We have seen a good price and volume breakout today. So watch out for this particular stock. We can expect a follow-up move towards 1900 to 1950. 1750 is acting as a very strong support, so that looks positive. Apart from that, Cummins India is another stock that is looking positive to me, and structure wise it has constantly formed a high and habitum formation, so we are expecting a follow-up move towards 3750, 3800 levels on the upside. 3600 should be the stop loss.
Okay, fair point. Let me just quickly look at some of the other spaces as well to pick out any key stocks and sectors to discuss. Let me just pull up the broader markets for you, Nilesh. Anything that takes your attention within mid caps or small caps among the stocks that one could be keeping on their radar afresh?
See, we have seen a strong rebound in the broader markets as well. If you see Nifty mid-cap index, it has also given a good reversal today after taking a support at its 100-day moving average that is placed at 56,000. So purely from a pullback perspective, yes, mid-cap stocks can be played. Stocks like GMDC, Kajaria Ceramic, in fact, both the stocks are looking positive. We can expect a follow-up move to continue on the upside. Apart from that, a couple of small cap stocks have also witnessed a good up move. But overall, I think broad-based buying is something that we can expect going forward, given the kind of a strong reversal where we have seen today. So there could be possibility that across the board buying could be seen in the coming sessions.
Okay, fair point. Let me just also bring to your attention some three. It's 3:20. So let me just quickly first ask you on the BTST STBT calls, and then I'll continue with my discussion. What would you say that investors can look at in terms of key stock ideas for BTST STBT?
See, we have already discussed about the two-wheeler space. So TVS Motor look strong on the chart, given the kind of close we are seeing in this particular stock at all-time highs. So could be a good candidate as a BTST trade in TVS Motor. On the upside, 3,035 to 3,055 kind of levels can be seen. So with a stop loss below 2,980, TVS Motor can be added on declines. Looks positive. Apart from that, Nifty metal space is something that is looking strong today. We have seen a strong rebound. Nifty metal index, in fact, is forming a hammer kind of candle on the daily time frame chart. So JSW Steel within this space that is looking strong on the chart, and we are expecting a move towards 1,080, 1,090 on the upside with a stop loss below 1,042. JSW Steel can also be bought.
Okay, fair point. I've got that noted, and I hope all our viewers have also noted that as well. Let me just quickly come to some of the other key stock ideas that we could be discussing and sectoral action that we could be discussing now. Let's pull up a few stocks now from the banking space. Out of the banking space, you have PSU banks that are doing better than the other sectors like private banks or financials, that for that matter. Indian Bank, Union Bank of India, PNB, these are the ones that are showing some strength among others. Let me quickly ask Nilesh to pull out for us within the banking space if he continues to believe the PSU banks can now outperform within the banking area. What would you say?
See, SBI will be coming out with the numbers within PSU banks. It's a heavyweight stock. So it is important to see how the numbers will span out. But overall, looking at this setup, looks strong on the chart. And currently, we are witnessing an accumulation that is happening in this particular counter since a long time. So from positional perspective, any dip towards 790, 780, that can be a good opportunity to go long in the State Bank of India, this particular stock. 815, 825 are the short-term levels to watch out for. Positionally, 850, 900 kind of levels we are expecting from a positional perspective. And apart from that, Can Bank, BOB, Indian Bank, Bank India are the other stocks that are also looking positive technically.
Okay, fair point. Let me just quickly now pull up some of the other aspects. Okay, let's actually discuss even the top drags at this point. So, real estate and oil and gas are the top drags right now, and infra stocks per se. What would you say on the real estate story? Is it still on a firm ground, or do you think it will take time to now take off?
See, Nifty reality pack, we have seen a good correction. There was a hope that RBI may cut a rate,
Yeah.
so that wasn't seen. That could have been a positive for the reality pack, but that didn't see. And overall, structure-wise, reality pack is looking slightly on a weaker side from a short to medium term perspective. Overall, from a broader perspective, no doubt it is trading in slightly oversold territory. But looking at the individual stocks like Godrej Properties, DLF, Oberoi Realty, Prestige, Lodha, in fact, all these stocks are in a bad trend. in a weak structure, I would say. So a dead cat bounce or a pullback can be seen, but not looking that promising as of now. I would rather wait for a confirmation of a bullish reversal. That particular reversal, till the time we don't see, it's an avoid.
Okay, fair point. Let me just quickly pull up some of the other spaces as well. Defense stocks which have been in a oversold zone have also been seeing some pickup take place over the last couple of sessions. I wanted to ask you, here are you looking at any stocks which you're confident of again getting on the strengthening chart?
See, defense, we believe that the correction seems to be over now, and we may see some kind of a time-wise correction and consolidation in the defense pack as a whole. But it's good time to pick a couple of stocks that are on our radar. Looks positive from a positional perspective. So HAL will be the preferred bet. With a stop loss below 4400, one can accumulate this particular counter, and positionally we can expect a gradual upward towards 4700, 4900 on the upside. And apart from that, counters like Mazgaon Dog, GRSC, these are a couple of other stocks that are also looking positive. Purely from a short-term pullback perspective, defense can be played.
Okay, got that. Let me just ask you now on the largest listed stock by market cap in the markets, and that's Reliance Industries. Why am I bringing this stock up? Because in a letter to the shareholders, Mukesh Ambani, the chairman and managing director of Reliance Industries, has said that the company is reimagining the future and reshaping its businesses to become a new age, deep tech enterprise. That's the key focus that Mukesh Ambani has reiterated to his shareholders of Reliance Industries. You can actually see after those letter and statements have been out, the stock has improved. It's now at the day's high point, turning green at 1393 odd levels. Of course, there are at least 10 key points from the letter that all the shareholders can definitely go read on, where he has talked about strong and resilient performance for the company, from revenues to EBITDA to net profit, how he's talking about how each business is playing a vital role in the performance, retail, digital services, the media, oil to chemicals, oil and gas, and even the new energy business. For creating the future, he's talking about new engines of growth as well. He also talks about as how Reliance Industries is approaching its golden jubilee, and they are building in their high-powered growth engines, retail, digital services, media and entertainment, and new energy, and how each of these platforms will be technology first as well. So that's something that Reliance Industries shareholders have got as a statement from Mukesh Ambani. How are you looking at the stock chartically? It went up quite swiftly from about 1100 odd levels to all the way upwards to 1500 and beyond, and again are seeing some cool off take place. What would you say?
Well, looking at the today's rebound from the lower levels, that is, in fact, looks like it's a false breakdown that we have seen today. The stock is now making an attempt to reclaim its 100-day moving average, that is based at 1391, exactly at those levels. Currently, Reliance looks like closing in. So overall, today's candle is a strong reversal candle, and we can expect a follow-up move in the coming session towards 1420, 1440 levels on the upside. So from a risk and reward perspective, looks attractive at current level. It has a very good support at today's low, somewhere around 1365. That should be the stop loss. And purely from a positional perspective as well, I think these are the good levels to accumulate Reliance in the portfolio. Gradually, we can expect a move towards 1500 to 1550, or quite possible that we may see a new record high coming in this particular stock as well. So yes, looks positive on the chart.
Okay, got that. Thank you so much, Nilesh, then for sharing with us all your views there on the markets and helping us with the strategies there. Well, viewers, what started off with a fear of the tariffs today seems to be ending as if or shrugging off all sorts of concerns on the tariff front. 24,625 on the Nifty, 52 points higher in trade at the day's high point. Let me also pull up the key index contributors for all of you to see what has really led to this sharp recovery. Banking names: HDFC Bank contributing 23 points, Axis Bank contributing 5 points, Eternal, Hero Moto, Tech Mahindra, TCS, ITC as among those contributors on the positive end. Sectorally, barring oil and gas, real estate and infra, all the other sectors are up and about. IT sector, the heavy weighted sector, is up by 0.8%, definitely leading to this recovery. Pharma is higher, broader markets up, banking space also higher in trade, into supporting the sentiments on the D Street. Hero Moto, Tech Mahindra, JSW Steel, Wipro and Eternal as the top movers, whereas on the downside, Adani Group stocks, Adani Ports and Enterprises, Grasim, HUL, Trent and M&M are the top tracks. F&O movers: Blue Star, Lupin, Torrent Power, NCC. Whereas on the declining side, Page Industries post earnings, BHEL, also PG, Electroplast and Lodha Developers are the top drags at this point in time. But 50 points higher in trade at 24,623 is where we shut shop at, much ahead of what we actually saw in the morning trading action, and of course vastly improved in the kind of sentiments that we have seen. Remains to be seen that tomorrow, when there'll be the last trading session of the week, how will the markets really move on, and what happens tonight? Will there be any further statements from Donald Trump talking about what next after the 50% of tariffs on India? And what next after Prime Minister Narendra Modi's statements today as well? We'll stay tuned for that, but do stay tuned on to Business Today Television, as even beyond the market hours, we will continue to share with you what's really buzzing from the world of business and finance.
Not all numbers are born for the balance sheet. Some are born to bring a smile. Some usher the future. Some make you stand tall. Some numbers light a fire and fulfill wishes. Some spoil you silly. Some echo joyful shrieks. Some numbers have smiles written all over them. Some make the planet happy. Some make the planet healthy. Some numbers rise against all odds. Some are made for dreams. Not all numbers are born for the balance sheet. As we spread our wings globally, we at Mahindra believe that the numbers we are most proud of are the number of lives we have touched. Mahindra, together we rise.
India's economic architects, together on one powerful stage. From Nitin Gadkari to Arvind Panagaria and Montek Singh Ahluwalia, visionaries who are shaping India's future. All debating the Viksit Bharat roadmap, where legacy meets leadership. Here, the real policy playbook: finance, roads, reforms, disinvestment. Nothing is off the table. The inside views, uncensored. Only at Adani Business Today India at 100, 8th August 2025, Shangri-La Eros, New Delhi.
This chapter behind, but we're not going to forget what happened. We're going to take place.
Indian officials have said that there are other countries that are buying Russian oil.
It's okay.
Like China, for instance,
It's
buys
okay.
more.
Yeah.
Why are you singling India out for these additional
It's
sanctions?
only been 8 hours.